That feeling after a first date, where you think it went well, but you still don't know if they are going to ghost you or not. Ah yes, the feeling of it went well, but they were texting me within an hour before the date and now they are only responding after a minimum of 3 hours and the imminent letdown that comes with it. Having to do the heavy lifting, and if you don't, they stop talking to you, because it was really just you talking and them answering. Now off again, but while I was on dating apps I had about half a dozen conversations I just let fizzle out cause I was doing 90% of the talking, and would get incredibly basic replies to open-ended questions, and then nothing else. And in multiple cases a couple days later the women in question asked me why I stopped talking to them, and I just told them, and they were super surprised that I didn't want to put up with that. The stupid idea that men are visual and purely interested in sex, but that women are conversely more interested in the mature parts of a relationship, like talking and communicating. I've literally read relationship books that say that talking is to women what sex is to men. This too. I fucking hate this assumption that we are only after sex. I'm tired of hearing we are the immature ones and need to grow the F*** up. It's absolute bullshit. Feeling alone, unwanted, undesirable, and that I've failed at being a human. Dating, or failing to even get to a date in years, is demoralizing and dehumanizing. This is one reason I'm considering just spending $10k on a gaming PC instead of date nights or a wedding. The dishonesty. It applies to so many facets, from all the initial misrepresentation of who people are and what they want to how they behave while beginning or in a relationship. Others demand honesty from you while deceiving you the whole time. Something common I see this manifest in is that a lot of women do not want to share their actual hobbies and interests, but rather pretend to have hobbies and interests that they think other people will approve of. This makes having conversations really difficult because they won't let you know what they are really into and don't actually give a about hiking. Tired of the chase as well. Social anxiety is a death sentence in this regard. It really is. I tried talking to women in bars etc. but the anxiety is something I can't shake off. I put on a mask which isn't me. No wonder I didn't have any success when I can't be myself. Not being seen as a romantic or sexual being. No interest. Just getting a response from someone, a real person, on a dating site feels like such a soul-crushing waste of time. Guy here 30 meters. I know it is frustrating not to be seen as a sexual/romantic being. Most of the time though, there are so many steps before that stage. Getting just normal responses in the beginning is the most normal thing. Communication skills, emotionally unavailable, and low to no effort. It kills me. Why make a profile and waste everyone's time if you're like that? A lot of insecure women do it for validation. If you ever looked at the inbox of a mildly attractive woman you would be shocked at how many guys are messaging her. I had a platonic female friend who was maybe a 5 or 6. Back when you could message anybody on a Cupid look at her inbox, and she had dozens, if not hundreds of messages every day from men. Most of them were low effort hey, or do you wanna fuck, but they were messages nonetheless. Blowing hot and cold. One minute they're right to you, the next they're not, then all of a sudden they're back into you. Definitely feel like they have more than one on the go, and keeping you as a safe bet if dates go bad with others. Past relationships I've always felt like they settled. Just don't be an option. They'll either stop acting like a D*****, or won't text back, which in case you didn't lose much. No one wants to date. They just want friends. If you show too much interest, you can't be friends. If you show too little, you stop doing things together. It's exhausting trying to balance in the middle of caring enough, but too little, and frankly I'm over it. You get me right off the bat, and if that's not it for you, okay. Catch ya later. Thanks for trying. Same. Not just exhausting, but that is painful and demoralizing too. I've taken too much damage on my self-worth playing the chasing game. I rather stay single and pursue my hobbies which give me far more happiness and pleasure. that I have to be a completed and perfect product in order to be loved and desired. And don't forget that you also have to maintain that perfection. The moment you slip, they lose interest and look elsewhere for satisfaction. Approaching women at bars is not as wild as some may think. In fact, the foolproof way to never fail is to go in with no expectations. Don't flirt with women, just talk, hold a conversation, be interested and engaged and have fun. That way you won't even have to make any advances or risk looking like a creep. You'll just know off of body language whether or not you should keep talking. There's this idea that flirting is some kind of smooth talking or ease, but it's just talking. I mean, if you're talking to a girl at a bar, she'll already know what your objective is, so just go off of what she gives you. If there's no bites, keep fishing. Building on that, when people give the advice of don't go looking, it'll find you when you stop looking, that's what they mean. They mean stop hitting on every goddamn thing that breathes and treat them like people first. When you match and try and have conversations, but they don't put effort in back, so after a few messages the conversation dies. Or you match, message then and they don't even bother to reply. Also, when they act like your current job is the job you will have for life. The last match I got on Bumble extended the match and then waited like 45 hours to send me a gif of Taylor Swift waving. It took everything I had to be more polite than no, that's nothing, try again. For me, it is the fact I'm always expected to carry the conversation and make interesting enough for them to go get a coffee when the only interaction I receive, if 2 words okay and alright at every conversations. Can't take any more of this one-on-one discussion crap, NGL. This is rage inducing. People have clearly lost the art of conversation. The conflicting information you get from women on when to approach them. You'll hear why don't men approach us anymore, and then men should never approach women ever, or some version of can't I just grocery shop in peace. I get it from the woman's perspective, but this is fucking confusing and frustrating. You forgot about rules 1 and 2. The loss of spaces where it's appropriate to ask someone out. Asterisk apps are not worth it unless you're a goddamn model. Asterisk. If you're working in a corporate environment, it's way too risky to become romantically involved with a coworker. Asterisk. No idea on bars, since I can't drink anymore. Asterisk. On the street, most women I see are staring into their phones or have headphones, trying to not be bothered. Asterisk. Only place I had any luck was meetup groups, and after the group was established it devolved into just groups of couples. Only place I had any luck was meetup groups, and after the group was established it devolved into just groups of couples. Or the very few girls they had stopped showing up after the first meetup or 2. The dating pool. I've had to expand it to my birth country because of my stingy requirement of no single moms. That's starting to become a problem as I get older. But now I have to screen women for fraudulent green card marriages. I had to thwart one recently, and it was insane. Can't leave us hanging. What happened? That men still have trad expectations, pursuing first, but we also have modern expectations, be more feminine, at the same time. One has to distinguish between what women want and what they say they want. To be frank, those two can often be completely different things. Got to kiss a lot of frogs isn't just a saying for women. Have boundaries and never settle out of politeness. Date as many as it takes to find the one you don't have to make a lot of effort for. It should feel like you're not restricting your character. Once you meet someone with similar values and communication style, you've hit the jackpot. Invest more of yourself into those ones than the attraction level. I don't date or hook up since it's not worth the bother, but I'm tired of how women react when I say that. Whenever I tell a woman that I don't want a girlfriend, they always take it like I'm insulting them specifically. These women in question aren't even into me, which makes it all the stranger. These women in question aren't even into me, which makes it all the stranger. They are mad that a guy doesn't think they are perfect angels that they think they are. I date myself these days. Sometimes I invite people along, my GF, a good friend, or someone I'd be interested in hanging out with, but by and large, I find something entertaining to do, and I go do it. That's how I met my GF. I didn't chase her. We did fun things together, until we realized we really liked being together, and it grew from there. but I'm always trying to have fun and treating myself well. I did the dark depression and bad thoughts, and now I'm looking after the guy that fed me, wiped my ass, and made sure my alarms were set for work. I put myself through a lot of stress, anxiety, and trauma. It's only fair that I treat myself like I like myself. And now I'm looking after the guy that fed me, wiped my ass, and made sure my alarms were set for work. Absolutely love this. You've done really well, man. My buddy recently showed me his dating app experience. The numbers are scary. 7/10 conversations that get started end up either being A. Buy my adult content / redirecting to OnlyFans / meetup. B. Buy me food or some physical good. C. Some bot trying to get your email / phone number. / Online dating never used to be this toxic. Sure, the percentage of matches while swiping always sucked, but the rise in women preying on lonely men has skyrocketed to insane heights. It's to the point now where he enters every conversation, almost expecting at some point to be asked to spend money. I found success on a dating app 2 years ago, and I'm engaged at this point, but even then, the number of women trying to sell themselves on a dating app was insane. Just not to the level it is now in 2023. Don't get me wrong, women have it rough with all you idiots sending unwanted d-pics, but my lord, the current situation for men is bleak. He should maybe more selective of who he swipes. Those profiles are easy as hell to spot and avoid. Dating. I have met plenty of women online or in person, but I will have to say meeting them at a bar has never happened. Am I tired of dating? I guess you can say yes. I just ended a 3-year relationship and simply have no desire or energy to meet anyone new. I just do not feel like doing the whole phase of getting to know someone. I do not feel like going on dating apps and seeing someone interesting and hoping we connect, and if we do chat, to have it not go anywhere. If I meet someone in public, great, but I'm not going out of my way to meet anyone. I just been hanging with women from my past who are single. They already know me, so it's simple. Penalizing the idea of showing interest. While there's definitely such a thing as being too much, the way folks penalize people for actually showing someone within reason that you're into them, or the hoops people jump through just so they avoid this nebulous idea of being too much is just nuts. Yes, you can double text them. Yes, if you're interested, you should ask them out. No, you don't have to wait X hours or Y days to reply to them. No, you don't have to multi-date, so you can keep your options open / not put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe if the dating world rewarded reasonable effort in forming a connection, rather than encouraging keeping things open as long as possible, things might improve for the better. Woman here. Modern texting rules are dumb, and I make it my mission in life to break them, lol. Dating is exhausting. What helped me is to stop pursuing women I genuinely don't find attractive. Not even average women. I found it to be much healthier to ask, let's say 10 beautiful women. It's less hurtful 4 years ago, easier to deal with rejection, and at least you get some decent breaks in between. Why were you pursuing women you weren't attracted to in the first place? I never liked dating, period. I've been lucky in love and sex that I've never really had to date. Think I've been on a half dozen in my life, only 2 of those were with someone that I really didn't know, and yet I've had dozens of sexual partners, 4 or 5 long-term relationships, including my current 28-year relationship with my wife and my partner, neither of which involved a date before becoming a relationship. I honestly can't imagine trying to find someone that I don't actually know, asking them for a date, and going that maybe a decent relationship came from it. That is a lottery that I refuse to play. It's always helped that I really didn't give a ref **** whether I ever had a relationship or not. If I fell into one, fine, we'll see how it goes. To actually look for one, ***** no. Rejection. The older I've gotten, the more rejection I've received. I don't need this, so I'm done.